been that long since Motorola unveiled a new Moto G, but this year's version, with its rib-textured back and curved design, is a lot more like the Moto X than any version before. That's also true because this one has universal LTE support and support for Moto Display, one of the Moto X's best features. But when you look at the Moto G, which retails for about $200 Canadian, you see what makes up a flagship phone. It may lack the metal frame of the Moto X, and it doesn't have the same high-resolution screen or full-feature type of camera. But this device is a lot more like a $600-700 flagship than any one before. Now, one of those reasons is the 13-megapixel camera, which takes really great photos in daylight, but like the Nexus 6, which has the same sensor, doesn't do us any favors in the dark. Now, there is a night mode, and Motorola's made some improvements to the overall user interface, but this is only going to get you so far during the day. That's okay, because everything else about this phone, from the speed, it's got a Snapdragon 410 chip, 1 gig of RAM, and 8 gigs of storage, to the overall feature set, is really fantastic for the price. You get stock Android 5.1.1. All the apps that Motorola have developed have been fine-tuned for the new version, and you can see that there's just been a general improvement to the overall design of the phone since it was launched in 2013. Of course, you have those removable backs, but this phone is also waterproof up to 3 feet, which means that you can take it anywhere and really do anything with it without damaging the frame. Make sure, though, that you buy an SD card, especially for this Canadian version. The 8 gigabytes of internal storage amounts to 4 gigs out of the box, and you're really going to need some extra room to store those apps and games. Overall, though, this is one of the best entry-level phones you can buy, especially since Motorola tends to keep its devices updated for longer, especially in the low end, than most other OEMs. Now, the phone does lack NFC or 5 GHz Wi-Fi support, but all that doesn't seem to matter when you can drop it in a pool or accidentally in a sink and remove it, dry it off, and everything's okay. That really feels like the ethos here for the Motorola lineup this year. It's just a whole lot better than everybody else's phones for the same price.